Hello, everyone. I've been doing this series on tapping, and I've been doing this for a group that exists on Facebook called Workshops by Dr. Gaurav Deka and Cognitive Healers Academy. If you haven't joined that group, please do go ahead. You can log into my profile. You can find out this group called Workshops by Dr. Gaurav Deka and Cognitive Healers Academy. I not only give workshops on which are offline and online, but also I keep on posting several free online workshop videos and audios as well as different posts, and I ask people to engage with me. So if you're watching this video for the first time, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as join the group. Okay, we also have a group on Telegram called the Healing Field, where I on a regular basis keep updating on different kinds of physical and mental and emotional ailments and diseases, and I also keep on talking about them as well as give solutions on how to come out of it. I understand that in holistic and integrated therapy sometimes personal attention is required in the form of inner child work, past life regression therapy, family constellations, and all of that, but we also need to have access to things that are available online, and we also need to have access to programs and processes that we can do on ourselves. And one of the beautiful ways of doing that is tapping. And I've been making a few videos on tapping for manifestation, but here I'm going to do tapping for anxiety and fear. Okay, so you know that in tapping there are these 9 major points. One is this part, the karate chop, right? And then here there is one at the beginning of the eyebrow, then here at the side of the eyebrow, then there is below the eye, then below the nose, at the chin, and the collarbone, and on the side of the rib cage, and here this is also called the gamut point between these two fingers. Okay, and then there is outside the thumb, outside this finger, index finger, middle finger, and little finger. Okay, so the idea is to first of all listen to this carefully. The idea is to first of all become aware of the fact that, well, I am scared and I am anxious. The reason I'm scared and I'm anxious is because there is something in the future about which my awareness and my consciousness keeps going, and I'm not being able to be present, because if I'm present in this present day body right now, then I will neither be going to the future nor will I be going to the past, right? So when we look back in the past, there is sadness, there is grief, and probably there is fear of whatever happened in the past to happen in the future again, right? That's the reason when we go through a trauma, the post trauma, meaning after trauma, the stress remains because there is always a fear of it coming up once again, right? So some people can have fear of the future, some people can have fear of water, some people can have fear of losing their job, some people can have fear of facing authority. But the point is, when it turns into an anxiety, you feel severe amount of restlessness. Your legs may tremble, your stomach may have these rumbling sensations, your hands may go numb and they may start trembling. You may have panic attacks where you feel like breathing and crying at the same time and you are unable to breathe, right? So people will have different kind of symptoms of anxiety in different atmosphere, in different situations of their life, and every person has their own way of experiencing anxiety, experiencing panic. So when that happens, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to acknowledge the fact that yes, we are going through this fearful, scary, anxious situation. And the first thing that you need to do is you need to close your eyes and ask yourself that, if I could feel this anxiety in my body, where would I feel it? Lot many times we feel anxiety as if it's hovering around and we don't know where it is exactly. So we cannot anchor it in our body. But the idea is to first of all ask yourself, where in my body do I feel my anxiety? If you're unable to figure it out, it's okay for you to imagine where in your body might you be feeling this anxiety. If you imagine yourself feeling this anxiety in a certain part of your body, which part of your body would it be? That's the first question, right? Now the thing is, For example, you can say anything, but for me, the example is, for example, if I'm feeling it in my chest, I would ask, okay, if I'm feeling it in my chest, what could be the color of this anxiety? If I close my eyes and ask myself, what is the color of this anxiety? Probably it is red. And if I ask if there is a shape to it, and I would say maybe it's like a triangle, a red triangle. And then I ask that on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being maximum and 1 being minimum, how much would you rate the anxiety? And I would say for example, 9. 9 is pretty high because it's close to 10, right? And that's when you start tapping this part of your hand, gently tapping this part of your hand. See carefully, this is how you tap. Some people even do this, but you can simply tap and say, even though I have this fear and anxiety in my chest, I have a lot of fear and anxiety. Even though I have this fear and anxiety in my chest, red triangular fear and anxiety, I still choose to heal and integrate that fearful, anxious part of me. And I still choose to love and accept myself. Even though I have this fearful anxiety in my chest, this red triangular anxiety. Red triangular anxiety in my chest. When you are tapping on the face, you can only say the keywords. You don't have to say the whole line. Okay, so you can just say red triangular anxiety in my chest. Red anxiety in my chest. Triangular anxiety in my chest. Red anxiety in my chest. Red triangular anxiety in my chest. This red anxiety in my chest. Red triangular anxiety in my chest. Red anxiety in my chest. Red triangular anxiety in my chest. Red triangular anxiety in my chest. Red triangular anxiety in my chest. Red anxiety, triangular anxiety, red anxiety in my chest. Red triangular anxiety in my chest. I still choose to heal and integrate that red triangular anxious part of me. And I still choose to love and accept myself, even though I have this red triangular anxiety in my chest. I'm scared, I feel anxious in my chest. And I ask myself, I feel scared of, I'm anxious about, and probably an answer will spring up in your head. For example, you say that I'm scared of the future, I'm anxious about my future. Even though I'm so scared about my future, I'm so anxious about my future. This red triangular fear and anxiety in my chest about my future. I'm so scared and anxious about my future. Red triangular, scared and anxious about my future in my chest. I have this fear and anxiety in my chest about my future. Red triangular anxiety. Red anxiety, triangular anxiety, anxiety and fear of the future. I'm so scared of the future. I am so scared of the future. This fear of the future. Anxiety about the future. I'm scared of the future. Anxiety about the future. I'm so scared of the future. I'm scared and anxious about my future. I still choose to heal and integrate that scared, anxious part of me. And I still choose to love and accept myself. And take a slow, deep, long breath. Breathe into your chest and blow it out. And then keeping your eyes closed, just check that initially it was 9 out of 10. It was a lot. Has it at all gone down? And you will see that slowly and gradually it will start going down. Now there are several steps to it. I mean, of course, in this video I cannot cover those steps. There are multiple steps to it. I would say there would be around 25 to 30 steps, more steps to be working with EFT and tapping. If you want to work through the whole series of steps with me, I have an online workshop on EFT. There is a basic level and there is an advanced level. And if you want to take up that workshop, you can simply let me know. You can either put your comments here, you can inbox me. You also have my Facebook page ID. That's where you can get back to me. And if you're watching in the group, you can comment in the group and tell me if you would like to learn more about it. And I will come up with some more basic EFT videos so that at least it helps you to work at a basic fundamental level. Okay.